morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pam, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television shows, and incidents in pop culture to see how that affects our daily lives. I know I'm a little late, but we're getting ready to review Queens, the ABC show with Naturi Naughton, Eve, Brandy, and I never think to get Puerto Rican's name. Doggone it. But anyway, it's going to be a watch along. You watch along with me. I'm going to stop and give my commentary every now and then. So what we'll do as we recap, we were introduced to all four ladies. They were a hit group back in the 90s or early 2000s. They imploded, or they had a really bad breakup in concert in one of their shows and one of their venues, and they haven't been together since. So we saw them get together one by one. We got some background history of them. We got Naturi Naughton's character, and I'm going to get their names, so by the next review I should have all their names down, even if it's just their stage names. We see Naturi Naughton's character. She lives somewhere out in Montana. She is married to a pastor, a deacon, but someone who is very much in the church. She's not really in love with him, but she's settled with him. But she is in love with the woman that's out there. So she is lesbian, and she came out to her group as lesbian. You have Puerto Rican. I know her name's Hernandez. I don't know what her first name is. She was the one that became most successful after the group broke up. However, she's a little shady. She is a lot shady. So, let me see. Who am I missing? Naturi. We've got Brandy's character, who kept on with music, wanting to do music her way, but she was just basically doing the chitlin circuit. She has a daughter. The daughter doesn't know who the father is. Brandy's never told her who the father is. And then we have Eve. Eve's character is married to a college professor. She has 5 kids. She has settled into the mommy mode. We find out that her husband has been cheating on her. And then also we find out that her husband has a brain tumor. She has decided just to go ahead and pursue her dreams. So everybody is going to redo the group for whatever various reasons that they had. We also have Baby Bop. Baby Bop is a current artist who has a cocaine problem. We want to note that Naturi Naughton's character has a cocaine problem as well. She overcame it with Jesus, I believe. So we're getting ready to get into what's this mess we gonna get into on so the show opens up with the recap, and also we see the ladies in San Diego. So we see that how they implode. We don't know the why they implode. But we know it's between Brandy and Brandy's character and Miss Hernandez's character. So Brandy is explicit and Puerto Rican. That's where we see that there's a problem. So then we come to present day. We see Professor Sex and her husband getting ready to go to the hospital for him to have that tumor removed. He is trying his best to get back with Professor Sex. Professor Sex says, "Hey, you cheated on me. I'm gonna go make sure. I'm only gonna concentrate on you living. That's all we gonna concentrate on. We ain't concentrating on nothing else." She couldn't get her mom or his mom to watch after the kids, so she's got Puerto Rican watching the kids while they go to the hospital and get this stuff done. We see Brandy's character, and we see that Cameron is in this in this series. All right, Cameron, get your coin, man, get your coin. We see that Cameron, we see Brandy's character, who's explicit, reconnecting with her daughter. They're having lunch, and she bought her some sheet music to play some pop songs. And then Cameron's character comes in. I don't remember what his name is, but he comes in and he tells explicit that she has the ability to have a a record contract, and he just needs her to go to LA so they can sign this record contract. She's okay. One of the little tidbits from that is Cameron might be Brandy's baby daddy, because they order their food basically the same way, and Brandy looked like, explicit looked like, oh Lord, but neither one of them thought about anything or thought that was interesting or odd. We see Jill the Thrill with her with her lesbian love. They're in bed together. They're about to get down. And then all of a sudden they smell eggs and bacon. They go downstairs and Jill's husband is down there. He is offering, hey, I love you. You love me. I know you're in love with her. But we can all live together and we can all be together. And he starts pulling back from the Bible. The Bible doesn't say that we can't be polyamorous. The Bible doesn't say this, that, and the third. So Jill has to tell him, listen, I can't love you like you want me to love you, and I can't love you like you love me. So he doesn't seem to understand it. He says he will never stop loving her. Go a couple of days, she goes to church. The pastor will not allow her to take communion because she has come out to be homosexual. Baby Bop escapes rehab. She's not wanting to be her authentic self in rehab. She escapes. And since she's in Montana in rehab, and Jill the Thrill is in Montana, she goes to Jill the Thrill's house. Jill is freaking out because the press, the Billingsley, Montana press, is on her, wanting to have a statement about her coming out. She can't take that. So her and Baby Bop Bebop on a plane to LA. Meantime, Brandy goes in for the execs at the record label to do this deal. The head of the record label wants her to write for this young person who has all these followers on TikTok. He's not really concerned about her music and her music thing. And so she's defeated and she leaves, saying that she's done with the business. She's been doing it for 20 years and they're not really thinking about her. So she's not really going to continue in the business. Professor Sex's husband comes out of surgery well. The doctor says he's going to be doing good. However, he does not remember having an affair on Eve, aka Professor X. So Eve is a little conflicted. Butter Pecan tells her, oh, he's lying, honey. She had that same, she be killing me. She says she had that same storyline on General Hospital, child. So she's telling her she's basically telling Professor X to keep her guard up, because she feels like he's lying. Professor X is like, hey, I love him, da-da-da-da-da-da. So they all come to Jill's house, Professor Sex's house, who actually lives in LA. And they've got the ability to do a show in San Diego. They're a little ambivalent about it, but they all are going to do it knowing that that's where they had imploded the first time around. So we gonna see what's going on. We gonna see. I'm in my feels, y'all. Jill and Lauren, Baby Bop, they really bonding. And Jill told her, like, yeah, if you do what you got to do in rehab, I will do what I got to do out here. They book their show in San Diego sold out. I got the feels. Oh. They went back to when Butter Pecan joined the group. She weaseled her way in, and the flow that they have right now is, if you know what is something, a nasty girl, that was written by Explicit, but the flow came from Butter Pecan, so that's pretty cool. Child, the feels. Baby. Explicit has a conundrum. She wants that individual record deal. She called her daughter. Her daughter was like, she told her daughter that she was out of the record business. The daughter said, to what end? She says, because what am I supposed to think? You spent all this time away from me and now you're going to give up just because the They told you no. So Brandy has a Empire moment. She goes to the executive's place, and she sings Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. Child, they had rearranged that whole song, and nah, it was a no. Brandy sung it well, but the whole arrangement of it didn't fly. I know they were going for an acoustic kind of feel, but it didn't fly. She gets the record deal, but there's a caveat. She can no longer sing with the nasty bitches. The Queen's nasty bitches, thank you very much. So she's not figuring out what she needs to do. Professor Sex is in a conundrum as well. She says that she's in a marriage that she does for 16 years that she doesn't recognize. So their tour manager, she confides in him about what's going on, and he gives her, gives her some encouragement. We also realize that Professor Sex is literally a professor. She has her PhD from Columbia. So not only is she a nasty bitch, she's a smart nasty bitch. So again, Brandy has a conundrum because her record deal says that she can have a solo deal, but she can't sing with the nasty girls. So she shows up really, really late. They don't know if she's coming to the performance. Ends up coming. They perform. We see a little montage of all the girls. So Jill the Thrill goes to her church and tells them they ain't gonna run her off, and she brings her girlfriend with her to church. We've got Professor Sex, she's still in her conundrum about whether or not to stay with her husband now, because her husband doesn't remember that he had their affair. Butter Pecan is just kind of hanging around, and like I said, Brandy, Cameron's character, has confronted Explicit about the little girl and the baby, and is that his baby or not? Because from the way it seems, she didn't know who the baby daddy was. She didn't know if it was Eric, or she didn't know if it was Cam. She didn't know who the baby daddy was. But the way Cam and that baby ordered their food the same way. Ooh, child. So that was basically the end of the episode. They did the performance. I don't know if Explicit took that record deal or not, or if she'd be in breach of her record deal. I'm not sure about that, but I did know that she did perform. So that was basically episode 2. Yeah, it wasn't I guess I wanted to see them more perform, but I guess we do need to get some background information about all the characters, and that's basically what we're doing right now. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. So tell me what you thought about this episode, and leave me a comment down below. Again, this is Pamela from Pamela Entertainment and TV. Thank you for watching. Please give me a like and a thumbs up and comment and subscribe.